Good morning. Let's go on a little sunrise hike.
I'm just curious how many of you can tell where I am just from this clip. It is extremely windy today, and I'm here on a weekday. I'm honestly surprised how crowded the parking area already was. There's someone right in front of me, and then there's two people who were about to start when I got out of my car. So this is not very eventful. Can't really see anything. So I will talk to you guys again, either when the sun starts coming up or hopefully when I make it to the top.
Hi, my name is Megan. Join me as we explore new places together, hike some trails, and enjoy this adventure outdoors. We've got about 15 minutes until official sunrise, and I've got a little under 2 miles left to the top, so I'm not going to make it up there for sunrise, but that's all right. It is bright enough out here now where I can say hello and a very good morning to you all. It is beautiful. It's quite windy this morning, so a bit chilly, but perfect weather for hiking. It did rain a bit last night, so it's also a little damp in the atmosphere, but the leaves are starting to change up here. Oh wow, this feels like a little bit of a redemption trip for the sunrise that I did not get on my Appalachian Trail through hike attempt, but we're here, we're enjoying it now, so come along for the rest of this morning adventure. Here's my turn off to the AT. Got a bunch of deer friends. Hello. If you think you figured out where I am, drop a comment down below. And if not, I'm gonna tell you in like 5 seconds. All right, if you're trying to guess, you got 2 more seconds. 2, 1, we're heading up McAfee Knob. I'm curious, did you guess it? It is so pretty, as I've already said, about a mile away from the overlook. And I knew today was not going to be this stunner sunrise because there are literally no clouds in the sky. It's super clear, but I still wanted to do it. You know, it's kind of on my way back from Harpers Ferry, something that I wanted to do, and really it's one of my only regrets from the AT was not being able to catch a sunrise on this hike. So here we are, we're doing it now, and I'm so happy. It's 7:30, the sun is officially up. Oh, it feels so good to be back on the AT. In a sense of the word, it feels like coming home. We are up here. It took us about 1 hour 15 to go 3.6 miles, so not too bad. Hear a word I'm saying with the wind up here, but that's the ridge line you walk over to get over to Tinker Cliffs, and Daleville is over on that side. back down. Oh, thankfully I'm back down in the trees and out of that freezing wind. I am hoping to make it down in about an hour because my hotel's breakfast ends at 10. So if I can get down a little after 9, I have about a 15-20 minute drive back. And then hopefully I can catch the tail end of breakfast. Please disregard my bright red face. I'm gonna try to talk, but I've been battling the wind for the last mile or so. But also for the last mile, I've been kind of pondering this idea of the ability to only see something for the first time, one time. And I know that sounds like common sense or whatever, but I don't know. I'm thinking about that, especially with here, because I've seen McAfee one time before on my thru hike attempt, and this is my second time being here. I was chatting with another gal who I was up there with, which was very nice because we got to take photos of each other. I wasn't sure how many people would be here, to be perfectly honest, on a weekday, but anywho, back to what I was saying. Today was not the same as the first time I saw it, and I had been saving this hike for when I was doing a thru hike for that very reason. Like, I wanted it to be something that was special for that moment, because you just can't recreate that first time feeling, so to speak. And today, that's not to say that I didn't appreciate it. I definitely, haven't seen it at sunrise and haven't seen it in the fall, and both of those things made it really special. But there's something so unique and so special about seeing something for the first time that, I don't know, it almost just is making me think about, intentional gratitude and intentional appreciation for things that maybe we've become accustomed to over time. Maybe we've seen something or enjoyed love from someone or enjoyed a beautiful mountain view multiple times. And I think a good question we can ask ourselves is, have I become immune to the beauty of this moment? Or have I become immune to the beauty of this view? And I don't know, not to say that we all let our hearts become accustomed to things, but I think it's very easy to do and allow something that used to be special to feel mundane. So those are my morning musings, and just wanted to share in case someone who's listening or someone who's watching can, glean a little insight from it. Yeah, I just about had a panic attack because my car keys are usually on this carabiner, and I just thought to look down and check, and they were not there. But I was like, let me pull out this tissue in case they happen to fall down, and thank the Lord they were in there. I don't know what I would have done, because there's no way I would have found them on this trail. What's also wild is that is how I had them clipped for the entire adventure race. If you missed it, my last video was the 13-hour fall foliage put on by Broad Run Off-Road, the adventure race up in Harpers Ferry that I did with my teammate Melissa. But I had them like that the entire time on the adventure race, biking, rafting, running, and they did not come off the carabiner. So I don't know what was happening there, but I am so thankful they were in my pocket. Oh my goodness. On the way up to Harpers Ferry, I had the chance to spend the night in DC and walk around a bit there, get to visit with one of my good friends who lives in DC. So that was awesome. And it's always good to see her. I kind of try to make a point to visit at least one of my friends who lives up here more towards the northeast when I'm up here for a race, because to be honest, I'm typically in the Virginia area once or twice a year for a race. So try to make it kind of worth my while. Here comes the wind again, so I gotta stop talking. About half a mile from the trailhead. I'm not sure how well the leaf color is showing up in these videos, but it is incredible. It's definitely not quite peak yet, but probably a week, maybe 2 weeks, if it stays cold, away from being peak here. By the time I post this, it'll probably be peak. We're back. Not a bad morning. We did it. We made it back 15 minutes before the breakfast buffet closed. I got my coffee, I got some omelets and a waffle. So that should hold me over today. I've got about a 6 hour, possibly 7 hour, depending on traffic, drive ahead of me. And it's not my favorite drive, but we're gonna grind it out. We'll put on some podcasts, put on some tunes, and get it done. But I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for climbing up McAfee with me this morning for a beautiful sunrise hike. It felt so redemptive and so nice to finally be able to do it. But thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you for the next adventure outdoors. Bye!